The Century Armored Car Company has made headlines quite a bit lately. A $65,000 holdup in October, an $11 million heist in mid-December, and $250,000 missing in receipts just 3 weeks after that. Now Century is back in the news. Today, its president, vice president, and board chairman were charged with skimming $100,000. John Miller has the Century story.
Jack Jennings, the president of Century Security, was being wheeled out to the ambulance. He had been through a difficult morning. At 1:30 a.m., the retired detective lieutenant was arrested at a Queens motel where he was allegedly staying under the name of Kelly. When he woke up in his jail cell this morning, he was told by an assistant district attorney that he was being charged with the theft of $123,000 in cash his company was supposed to be holding for a chemical bank. Jennings promptly told authorities he was having a heart attack. At Montefiore Hospital, Jennings saw a doctor and a lawyer. The doctor said he was okay. What the lawyer said can only be imagined. Jennings' company, Century Security, has had its share of problems. Money has fallen out of the back of its trucks. Hold-up men have robbed its trucks and killed its guards. Money has just seemed to vanish from its money room during business hours. And then, of course, there was the big one. On December 12th, the overnight guard said he was handcuffed. The money room was then relieved of $11.3 million in cash, marking the largest holdup in U.S. history. Mr. Jennings and two other company officials arrested today passed lie detector tests several weeks ago after the big heist. The overnight guard, however, Christos Potamidis of Queens, did not score as favorably on the polygraph, according to federal experts. According to the FBI, he is now the prime suspect. During the various investigations at Century, the Bronx District Attorney found a strange transaction on the books. According to Bronx DA Mario Marola, Jennings just took money he was supposed to be holding for a chemical bank and brought it to Citibank for a line of credit on big loans. At his arraignment today, Jennings' lawyer described it as just a business transaction. The assistant district attorney described it as grand larceny. Mario Marola, the assistant's boss, described the situation in general at Century as one big mess.
It is the most horrendous, sloppy situation that one could ever envision. Try to envision a room of this size, probably a little wider. And I went on that scene there, and you can envision a room with sacks laying all over the place. Sacks containing all kinds of currency. Based upon some of the information we have, that particular operation got as much as something like $70 million a day. And process, it really was a sight to see. And not many things shocked or surprised the DA of Bronx County.
Bail was set for Jennings and Kuno Laren, his board chairman, at $50,000 each. Angela Fumafredo, a vice president, is being held in lieu of $25,000 bond. The key question is now, how does Jennings, the retired police lieutenant charged with skimming money from his own company, figure in to the $11.3 million robbery, the biggest ever? Right now, Mario Marola says since there are no arrests in that case, he's not ruling anybody out as a suspect, the owner of the company included. John Miller, Channel 5 News at Criminal Court.